to Baking with Ellen. On this week's episode, we will be covering a recipe from EC&I 831. For this recipe, we will need our Zoom conferencing tool and our little breakout sessions as well. In these two venues, we are going to combine 2 cups of Google+, 2 connections on Twitter, half a cup of Feedly, 1 cup of Twitter chats, 1 cup of our blog hub, and a teaspoon of Wikipedia. In addition to this, we are going to add 3/4 cups of videos by Michael Wesch, 2 cups of the Open Education Movement and Aaron Schwartz's involvement, 2 teaspoons of Felicity Duncan's Why Kids Are Leaving Social Networking, 1 teaspoon of The Power of Networks by Manuel Lima, and half a teaspoon of John Oliver. Today we're going to be making a recipe from Alec and Katya. Make sure your university is set to 325 degrees Fahrenheit before you begin. So we're going to start with our web conferencing tool, Zoom. We're going to combine everything else in this tool. So to start, we're going to have 2 cups of Google+. We use Google+ for interactions within our community. Next up is our Twitter. We have 2 different types of Twitter. We have a professional side to Twitter where we connect with other people in our community and around the world. We also have our learning project side of Twitter where we connect to people doing similar things. We add that to the main group. Next up, we have our Feedly. We used our Feedly for articles that we shared with other members of the class using our hashtag EC&I 831. Next up, we had our Twitter chats. There were many different Twitter chats that we could participate in. I personally participated in FSL chat on Sunday nights, and I also participated in SaskEd chat on Thursday nights. Next to last, we have a delicious combination of everybody else's blog posts. We use these to interact with other people in the class and to hear others' opinions on the same topics that we covered. Finally, we have a teaspoon of Wikipedia. This is mainly used for flavor and extra knowledge. Now, we combine these tools together to make something delicious. We have to set this aside for now and move on to the next part of our class. So now we're going to add the content, and we're just going to add my favorite parts of the content. So we're going to start with our Zoom breakout class. We're going to add in some Michael Wesch, some Open Education Movement with Aaron Schwartz. We're going to add in Why Kids Are Leaving Social Media, The Power of Networking, and of course, John Oliver. Alright, so once the course content is fully mixed, we are going to add the course tools. It's important to have these 2 mixed up separately, and then once they're mixed up separately, the course content has to be slowly added to the course tools. If you add it too quickly, it can get overwhelmed or just turn into a disaster. So we slowly add this mixture to the course tools. And then we have to stop and combine. Alright, once our course content and our tools are successfully mixed together, we need to add it to our class. So we have class every Tuesday night. Now to get started on our blogs. We will need half a cup of WordPress, 4 cups of good content, a 1/4 cup of neat pictures, a teaspoon of videos, a tablespoon of citing things properly, we can use confide for this, and 2 tablespoons of an interesting title. And now for our blogs. We have to combine all of these components to make a really good blog. So we're going to start with our WordPress site. Next, we're going to add in some really good content. After the content, we're going to add a little bit of videos, some neat pictures. We have to remember to cite all of these things using tools such as Confide. And finally, we need a really good title, or interesting title. And now we combine to make our awesome blog post. And now we can just put it all together. The blog adds to the course content and the tools that we've learned about to make something awesome. And we're all done. So now you have your final product. People will either like it or they might not like it. You might also have some trolls. There's no clear method for dealing with trolls. You can try and ignore them or you can try and stop them. Either way is up to you right now because there's not a clear method. And this has been my summary of learning. Thank you.